Who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So we're doing a live gameplay of the Morrowind expansion from the game Elder Scrolls Online. So I've started with the new character, which is the new class, which is the Warden. I'm only at level 8 at this point, so I've not really done much in the game. Now when I say this is a live gameplay, it's not a live stream, but the gameplay will be unedited, and obviously I'm not recording a voiceover over gameplay at a later time, so I will be obviously talking as we're actually playing the game live. So let's load up my character and we're going to go to Vardenfell. Morrowind, obviously the fictional land that was in the Elder Scrolls 3, I believe, which is a PC game back from, I think it was about 2002. I unfortunately never had a chance to play that because I didn't have a gaming PC back in 2002. My first experience of Elder Scrolls was Oblivion on the PS3 back in 2007. Obviously I'm a big fan of the Elder Scrolls games though, played plenty of hours of Oblivion and Skyrim and also Elder Scrolls Online itself. Fortunately Elder Scrolls Online itself just didn't quite feel as full and rich as Skyrim in terms of its detail and just the way the quests work. However, I would say since they've done a fair bit of work on getting this up to 4K standard, which potentially you can't experience right now because I'm only recording this in 1080p, but you know, for me on my 4K television it does look pretty in places, and yeah, I think, you know, they've really tried hard to make sure that the quests work well. One thing that I still find a little annoying on this is sometimes when there's areas of large numbers of online players, they will beat you to enemies where, you know, you're fighting certain enemies and you'll be beaten by other players to them, and you have to wait for these enemies sometimes to respawn. Still annoying thing where sometimes if you're moving back to fighting a particular enemy, if you go too far out of an area, the enemies will actually turn around and run back to where they originally were. Would also actually, their health would refill as well to full, which is quite annoying on some of the harder enemies. But hey, there you go. I mean, it's a massive multiplayer online RPG, so you know, you've got to expect that there's certain things in place that have to work for everyone, or at least try and work and balance for everyone. So we've still only got a few of the lower level skills unlocked at this point, although the new Warden skills still seem to be quite fun. Where's this merchant gone? I actually want to go flog some of my junk to him real quick before we move on. We're going to do a quest.
It's good to see a friendly face. Sometimes I walk for days with nothing but my guar for company. Now, what can I help you with?
Oh, okay, Gordon. I want to sell loads of junk to you. Let's see, have I got any junk? I'll keep that. I want my crusty bread. Oh, I've got crusty sweet rolls as well, very good. Look, some of this stuff's so crap I'm not even going to get gold for it. I'll get 12 gold for that. I'm not going to sell my fish. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to eat that at a later time. Get rid of the light armours, we don't need that. These two, don't need the breeches. Rawhide arms, don't need that. Staffs, I don't know, I never really use staffs, I don't have to get rid of these. Another sword that I get nothing for. I get more for the trash. Is that dwarven gears? Yeah, sell them. Alright, cool. Let's repair stuff. Alright, cool, we're ready to roll. So, what we're doing at this point then, let's have a look in Vardenfell. We've got to go over to this section here, Divine Intervention. Basically what I'll do is, without trying to spoil it too much, because one thing I did find about the original Elder Scrolls game was the actual storylines weren't actually overly confusing as such, but I just think there were so many side quests that I kept picking up that I just got really confused on what the hell was going on. And you know, in this time round, I'm only literally just following the one story or doing just the occasional side quest. to not get like a journal full of quests. So as you can see in my quest at the moment, I've got this one. Now basically what's happened is Lord Vivek, who is he's like a god, he's like a living god, he's been losing his powers, something's been draining his power, and we've agreed to help try and figure out why Lord Vivek's power is being drained, and that's now led us to this quest here. Lord Vivek's condition continues to deteriorate as his energy drains away. Archcanon Tarvus believes that Chodala's staff holds the key to saving the warrior poet. However, it also makes the Ashlander practically impervious to harm. Seren says that her brother and a few of his followers have taken refuge in a shrine to the Daedric Prince Malakath. I should meet her there. Now, Malakath is definitely a name that if you guys are into the Elder Scrolls you would recognise. So let's basically go and see if we can take this guy down. He's got this staff that makes him impervious to damage. We've now created our own staff that should be able to disrupt his shield ability to be able to hopefully take this guy down. Now at this point we've not really unlocked any shrines over this side, so we are literally just gonna ride over there, but at least it gives you guys a chance to look at some of the areas here. I mean, unfortunately this is not one of the prettiest areas of Vardenfell. This is actually the most grim area. This is the area that's obviously near the Red Mountain, which is where all the ash is coming from, and it's like volcanoes erupting. But there are some really pretty areas in this game, especially when the lighting's right. At certain times of day, obviously you get that kind of mist early mornings in the game, which is quite cool. I've not done any of the dungeons yet. I've not done any of the PvP stuff either. I was never really into the PvP stuff because it would always seem that a lot of people had some seriously overpowered abilities, and from what I've heard from people playing the PvP in this so far, that's still kind of the case. There's still some balancing that needs to be put in. I'm not going to start playing something until it's finished because I get frustrated quite easily by stuff like that. So I don't want to play an unbalanced and fair game because it will just put me off. So I'll continue playing the single player or you know, co-op missions or quests first. Right, we're nearly here now, guys, so this looks like the place. Here's Seren. This is Chodala's sister. She's going to help us try and take down her brother, who's gone absolutely stark raving bonkers even.
Here we are, on the Furious One's bloody doorstep, preparing to enter a Daedric ruin to try to stop my brother's march toward power. I hope that device you mentioned really can counter the invulnerability granted by the staff, Sunera.
Take this, it's a tonal inverter. It should disrupt the staff's power for a short amount of time.
Well, that's larger than I expected, but it looks simple enough to operate. I suppose it's better that I work the device. I'm not sure I'm capable of attacking Chodala. He's still my brother, no matter how dangerous his beliefs have become.
This is the thing, you see, because one of the guys that I've been kind of working with seems to think that this woman's going to turn on me because it's her brother. It's a good point. She might bottle out if she sees her brother start getting hurt, and she might start feeling all sympathetic towards him. So we'll wait and see what happens. But for now, Seren, take these instructions and
I'll help you counter
on.
the effects of Sunera. Maybe once we neutralize it, Chodala will listen to reason. I know that's probably just wishful thinking. I'll settle for finding out who tempted Chodala with that damn stuff. Go ahead. Ask your questions. Then head into the ruins. I'll be right behind you.
Let's ask her who Malakath is, just for you guys that might not have come across Malakath yet.
Malakath's an evil god. The Daedric Prince of Curses and Broken Promises. Perhaps that's why Chodala has sought him out. The prophecy of the Nerevarine was Chodala's to fulfill before it was wrenched away from him. Perhaps, but I don't think so. The Oathbreaker prefers a more direct approach. He isn't one to hide behind convoluted schemes and plots. Still, if Malakath agrees to support my brother, we'll have one more problem to deal with.
That'll do for now. We'll be here all day otherwise. I mean, you know, this is one good thing about this kind of, not just this game, but Elder Scrolls in general, is it does have some good stories and some rich lore, but just really for the fact that, you know, otherwise we'll be here all night reading for every single thing, and I want to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay at least, because I'm recording this live, so let's crack on with it. If we was editing stuff out, we might be able to include a little bit more of the stories in there, but Kushtarari, it's probably not how you say it. And these guys, these are bad guys. The glow on them's giveaway. Come on, it's frozen. Dead. These guys are quite powerful. Well, I know I'm a low level, but let's use some healing. It's not a good sign when the first two guards on the door almost kill me. This thing is a wretch. Scarfin wretch or something like that. Scarfin? Scaffin? Who knows? Can't read all these silly words.
Over there! Those red exiles! They've been slaughtered.
What's in his bag? Or was it just a crappy old dagger again? What I'll do is I will actually eat something from my slottable items to help with my health recovery. Let's have an ale. Oh yes. Refreshing. That's what I gotta say.
Chodala, he's gone mad.
Oh,
Sought to make a deal with a Daedric prince.
Yep.
Chodala appealed to Malakath, but the god of curses rebuked him. Killed us all. Said Chodala already served another. He went deeper into the ruins, into Malakath's shrine.
Oh, okay. Let's find him. More bad guys. That's right, I've got a new ultimate skill I want to try in a little while. I'm not going to waste it on these peasants. Some weird magic going on this guy has. Thank you for the gold. No, I don't normally play in third person.
Creatures, they don't belong to Malakath. Another prince's power is at work here.
Why has he got an empty backpack? Why would you do that? Why would you hide someone down here? Oh, he's got a couple of goodies with him. He's got an axe and a shield. Let's have a quick look. I was going to say anyway, I'm just going to play for a little while in third person now. I don't normally play Elder Scrolls in third person. I actually really do like the first person combat and the way it works, but third person for a minute just so you guys get a little bit of a better angle on the combat so you can see the moves and the spells that this warden class has got. But before, I just want to have a quick look and see what those items were like that I picked up. Well, that's a two-handed weapon, which I'm not really using at this point. Is the shield I just picked up any better than the one I've already got? Slightly, yeah. Alright, cool. Let's use it. Let's lock it. Cool. Alright, let's crack on. Whee!
You dare refuse me, Malakath? I am the Nerevari.
Oh God.
Brother, stop this madness.
You bring this outlander to kill me, sister?
Yep. Come on.
You can't harm me.
Use
I
that
have
thing,
a
otherwise I'm
powerful
going to kick
patron
my
on
ass.
my side.
The staff protects him. You can't hurt him until we use the tonal inverter.
We'll use it then.
I need a moment to get this working.
Of course you do. I gave the instructions, love.
What is that? No matter. You are no longer worth my time.
Stop it! They serve the Prince of Bargains. Keep them busy while I finish this.
Alright, let's do these guys.
The tonal inverter is ready. Stand in the field and focus the wave.
I've got to try and hit him with that, have I? Yeah, biatch. Get some.
My protective shield! What have you done? I'll destroy all of you for this!
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not nice when you can cheat and you're invincible, is it, Chodler? I was doing a fair bit of damage on me. Let's use my ultimate. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Whoa. Yeah, that move he did there is really powerful. Yeah. I need to move quick because I ain't got no. Can't use my health because of the cooldown. Yeah, there you go. Get some. Is that all he got? 6 gold. Stingy git.
We've dealt with the false Nerevarine, just as you commanded.
What was this stuff? Well, let me pick it up. I'll speak to this woman. Azura is obviously going to speak for her.
That was...
Or maybe not.
harder than I expected. Chodala was so angry, so full of rage. Not like himself at all. Still, I can't believe I helped kill my own brother.
Well, we did what was necessary. The guy was absolutely nuts.
I know that. It was either Chodala or the lives of hundreds of Dunmer. All because he convinced himself he was the Nerevarine. Or someone convinced him.
Yeah.
Either way, my brother is dead, and the Cavern of the Incarnate has another resident. Take Sunara, and I'll meet you back in Vivec City. Your Archcanon made it quite clear that the staff was the key to saving Vivec. I need to take care of my brother's remains. Then we'll be done here.
Sorry for your loss, Siren. Sad times indeed. Alright, let's roll. So we're going to go and visit Vivec now. I am literally just going to fast travel, I think, to Vivec. We're not going to ride all the way across there, it'll take too long. I'm just going to check to see if there's any shrines nearby so I don't have to pay any gold. Is there anything on the map I can see? No, I don't think there will be. Alright then, let's just pay to travel. So, let's go back to Vivec City. Alright. Some of the artwork on these loading screens are pretty cool as well. Some of the areas that you come across, it's pretty cool. So this is Vivek City. This is almost like a huge pyramid type building. And cool waterfalls down the side. It's very cool. There's some good views from up here of the city itself. And the meteorite.
I don't like the looks of that sky.
I don't like that sky as well, mate. Let's see how Vivek's doing then. Oh, don't tell me he's dead. Oh, they're still moving slowly.
Oh, this is terrible. Lord Vivek collapsed. Tell me, Outlander, were you able to defeat Chodola? Have you brought me his staff? I'm afraid Lord Vivek may not last much longer. And just in time. According to my calculations, with every use of Sunara, Chodola drained more energy from Lord Vivek. It almost killed him. We can use this staff to save Vivek. Just plant it in the floor, and the power will return to him.
Oh, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Okay. Please, dude, get rid of your stupid flying thing. It's getting in my face. It's like one of those annoying moths that always just hangs around in front of your face and you just squash it. It's gonna get in the way of my view. That's it. Run over here. Get stupid thing. I'm gonna kill it. No, I'm not. Alright, let's just do this. Stupid thing.
It's working just as I expected.
What are you doing?
That didn't sound good.
It's killing him!
So this guy's a
What did you
scumbag
expect?
after all.
That's the point of all this, after all.
I've powered up the tonal inverter. Activate the wave.
Dirty scumbag. Oh, look who he is! Come on, let me at him, let me at him! Let me at him, let me at him!
I see it now, the Clockwork City. Look at what Barbas found for your master.
I cannot laugh. What a shame. What a dirty scumbag. I really want to kick that guy's ass now. So Vivek died.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I approached the palace. I could feel it in my bones. I was on my way here when Azura showed me a vision. I saw Sunara killing Vivek. Even without Chodola, that damn staff is dangerous. I don't think that thing was ever the Archcanon. It called itself Barbas. As an Ashlander, I'm more familiar with Daedric lore than most of the elves of the Great Houses. Beyond that, I've made a study of the most prominent Daedric princes. Because Barbas is a loyal servant of the Daedric prince, Clavicus Vile. I'm not an expert on the Prince of Bargains, but it seems to me that this was all part of some grand plan. Perhaps Vivek can explain things better than I can.
Alright, well, there we go, guys. I'm not going to let you listen to Vivek, because purely if you are playing the game or going to be playing the game, potentially there might have been a little bit of a spoiler there. If there has been, I apologise, but this is what happens when you're playing a game live, I guess. You can't always guarantee you're not going to get a spoiler, but you know, obviously like the video if you are into the Elder Scrolls and Morrowind, or just any of the Elder Scrolls games in general. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to help it grow. Really is appreciated, and just watch this space for more gameplay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bye bye bye.
Oh!
Who's the daddy?